Ladies and gentlemen, The Flixer. This is a TV series called Snap. Oh, snap. Okay. I got to make sure it's still recording because I tried to record a second ago and it didn't. And on Snap, and here comes Snap, okay, on the Flixer.com. They said the other one, F Movies, somebody said their virus scanner went off. Well, this is the Flixer. I have not had any pop-ups and all that stuff. That's not the problem here on this channel. This is how there are only 2 episodes, okay? But this first one, Willie Lynch, y'all have no idea how upset I am about this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you all only knew about if you only knew, when I first saw when I saw the advertisement, it had nothing to do with what this is saying right here in front of us. The advertisement was talking about somebody being possessed by some spirit or something. What the? Then I watched it because I didn't think that to be true. It just something said that ain't what this is about. And so I clicked on it, and then I realized while it was coming on and the episode, when I saw the couple, that it must be associated with the radio program called Snap that they play on NPR, National Public Radio, which I like a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to suggest to you, and I sent this to every person of color I knew that I could do quickly. Didn't send it to everybody. That's why I'm doing a video, all right? So if you didn't get it, don't think I left you out, because that's just the way it is. Okay, so that's how simple it is to watch. See, you just tap on that little X right there in the corner, and there it is. Now, I'm not going to play it because I already played it in the last video, and I don't want nobody giving me no problems. You know what I'm saying? So all I can tell you is, as I said before, I grew up in the projects. Let me get rid of the whole screen. I grew up in the projects, everyone. There were no fathers in the projects, everyone. These were all single mothers. All of you. The only men in the projects were those who grew up and became men and who were part of the family, and the family didn't report that they had turned 18 and blah, 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 because even then they made it to where they had to go. This is how they tore the families apart. This is the practice, not past tense. This is the practice. And now they're going to make the entire country dependent. All of you who are calling yourselves white trash and trailer trash and all of that stuff, they did the same thing to you, but they did it after they saw how well it worked on the people of color. Did the same thing to the Hispanics who originally came from Mexico. They just ostracized y'all, made sure that y'all couldn't be a part of any program. You're illegal. That was the that was the number one thing. Ladies and gentlemen, how can you be illegal in the United States just for existing? There's no such thing. There's no such thing. But the only problem is when you come to the United States from another country, you're not part of the people, because that wasn't the intent. Even though the original founding of this so-called country was immigrants, you can't be a part of the people because of the way the Constitution is written. But when it says no person, it means no person. It doesn't mean only the people. It means no person, because the people took into consideration the person. They were a respecter of persons. Now, but what they did to the people who came from other countries is they made it to where they couldn't have access to any programs. That's why the fathers had to go out there and work day and night and do all the grunge work. So when you hear, well, they do the work that the rest of the people in the nation don't want to do. No, they do the work, and the rest of the people don't want to be slaves, and so that's why they refuse to do it. And now you have a lot of people who are of Hispanic descent and who are of Mexican descent that refuse to do a lot of the grunt jobs out there because they don't want to be demeaned. Sorry, you talk about getting my dandruff up, ladies and gentlemen. I could not have been more pissed off to have seen that this was a plan. If you don't understand the plan, by taking the man out of the family, you see, he's the structure, the backbone. He's the thing that keeps everything in order. That's his job. He's the head of the house. He's the man of the house. Now, it's not chauvinistic. It's just the way it was. Then what do you have? You have all of these women, single mothers, who are having to now go and work because you can't be on welfare anymore. You got to go try to look for a job. So these women having to raise these children, but now they got to work, and now the children are home alone, and they're not Macaulay Culkin. Children unsupervised. Now they're hanging on the street. Now they're sneaking out of the house. Now the mothers don't know where they are because the mothers are at work, and then they're too tired to come home and take care of their own children because they're too tired, been working all day. So now the children grow up without a mother and a father, but even though the mother is at home. This was a plan, people. This was a plan. And then that was to perpetuate through generations, because they would go to from one generation to the next generation to the next generation to the next generation, undermining the family structure intentionally. Then all you hear is about these, sorry, uh, families that out of wedlock and out of this and out of that and A, B, C, D, E, F, G's. Oh, then you have the alphabet soup. Somebody wants to be part of this group, the LT Jabbas and Hoobas. And then here we are. All a plan. I got to see it firsthand, and I complained about it when I was a kid because it didn't make sense. As I said in the last video, you guys heard me, you hear me say it on video all the time. My father did not live with us. I don't think you all understood when I made the comment, because that was the rule, that the father couldn't live in the same house. Pay attention. That's what they did. That's why I'm pointing y'all to snap. Now, look, hey, you guys hear me breathing in from time to time? That is COVID and muscular dystrophy. It is not that I'm having a difficulty breathing. It's that when I do breathe, it takes more energy for me to cause my chest to expand and despand. Despand? Despand. It's like C-SPAN, huh? But it comes after C-SPAN, so it's despand. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, despand. Anyway, there's a lot of energy that goes with breathing, and a lot of people don't know how much muscle it takes to cause that chest to expand and despand. Despand? That's correct. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of energy that goes with breathing, and you all do it every minute of the day, second by second, without thinking about it, without focusing on it. Not me. Mm-mm. I focus on it all the time. Okay. Thank you for letting me bring this to your attention. I hope it meets your approval. Gotta go. Take care of yourselves, people. Arrivederci.